Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you some of my best team basketball drills that you can run in your next basketball tryout. So hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training. If you're new to this channel, on this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. But anyways, today I'm going to show you some fantastic team basketball drills that you can run in your next basketball tryout. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check these out. Okay, so in this first drill, what we are going to look to do is have the first player in this line pass to the first player in this line. Now, once he gets that ball, player 4 needs to close out. Player 4 needs to then take a shot. When he takes his shot, player 4 needs to box out. Player 4 wants to try and get around. And what we're looking for is the ball to only take one bounce. One bounce only, that's it. One of these two players has to get that basketball before it bounces more than once. Now, the idea behind this is a quick box out and then a quick follow of where that ball is going. Now, in this second drill, what we are looking to do is have the coach obviously chuck up the ball. He's going to try and purposefully miss. And what we will do is then have the players, the first player in each line, they're going to try and box out each other. Now, what you can add on to this drill as well is the coach, he can move between these three spots. So let's get out pylons really quickly. He can move between those three spots. Now, the reason behind this is now you're teaching your team where that ball is going to bounce off that rim. So, even though it's a tryout, you can still teach them things. So if the coach shoots from here, you have a high likelihood if the coach misses or if anyone misses that it's going to bounce off and go this direction. Same as if it's on this side. If he shoots from this direction, it's probably going to bounce off in that direction. Very high probability. Now, if he was to shoot in the middle, one thing that a lot of players can think of is if the coach is right-handed, meaning that the ball is coming from this angle, there's a high likelihood that if he misses, the ball is going to be bouncing off that way. And if he's left-handed, the ball is probably going to bounce off that way. Very high likelihood. Even though it's a 50-50 chance, technically speaking, high likelihood of those options. So make sure to explain to your players about that concept. In our next drill, we're going to have the one team on the outside, another team on the inside. The outside line is going to run this direction. Whatever direction the outside team is running, the inside team is going to run the opposite direction. And then the coach is going to shoot up the ball. Now, you have one of two options. If you only have half of the court when you're running your tryout, whichever team gets that ball, they need to clear outside the three-point line and set up some kind of offense. Now, this is obviously tryouts, so they're not going to know any of your plays, but what I would explain to the team is screen and rolls will work wonders. Make sure to pass the ball, and make sure not to stand around in one spot. If you're standing for more than 2 seconds, you need to go and find somebody to screen for. So the coach is going to throw up the ball. Each player is going to be boxing out each other. So it's going to probably look something similar to that. And that ball is going to go off to, let's say, player blue. Player blue is offense. They need to clear that ball. This player is going to go out to that direction. Player 3 is going to go out to the middle. Now, if you have the full court, you have the full court to your advantage. Instead of just clearing the ball, player 1 gets that ball. He's going to chest it. He's going to pivot. And then he's going to pass out to the outlet player. Because player 3 is now cutting down the court, player 2 is going to pass to player 3. The team red needs to try and catch up, play defense. Meanwhile, team blue needs to go down there and set up some kind of offense. Again, they're not going to know your plays, but just make sure that they know how to play basketball. Movement is key. Always strive for movement. Now, a little quick tip I always like to explain to my players during tryouts. I personally run a ton of scrimmage games in tryouts. It's not to see who can run the best plays or who has the best skills or who has the best shot. What you want to see in tryouts is what happens if your play is breaking down. What happens in a game where all of a sudden there's no movement? The other team is shutting your players down. What are your players going to do? That's essentially what they're in at tryout. They're in a mode where they don't know the next player. They don't know how the other player is going to pass to them or how they shoot. What you want to have your players, and how I explain to my players the exact same way as I'm explaining to you right now, is you don't know each other, so go out and play your best. If you're standing around for more than 1 or 2 seconds, go find somebody to screen for, either the player with the ball or without the ball. I want to see movement. I want to see passing. I don't want to see you holding the ball for more than 2, 3, or 4 seconds. Now, if you're dribbling the ball and you're trying to find somebody open, try and create something or somebody who's open. Dribble up to somebody and just say, hey, dribble handoff, dribble handoff. If they know what they're doing, they should know what a dribble handoff is. You need to create if you're a point guard. If you're not a point guard, you need to move around. If you're a post player, don't just stay in the post. Go set a back screen for somebody and get somebody open. It's not all about yourself who's trying to score more points. I don't care if you score 80 points in a scrimmage. If you're not a team player, if you're a ball hog, you're not on the team. That's how I like to explain it to my players. Anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. I hope that some of these drills and tips help you as a coach. And if you're a player, I hope they help you as well. Go check out this video. It's a video that YouTube thinks that you're going to like. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video.